Hi, my name is Percy, and I will be talking about the Word of God today in Lamentations 3. I hope that this word edifies you and brings you closer to Christ. So in Lamentations 3, it's Jeremiah the prophet, and he's talking about his testimony. And verses 1 through 21, he's talking about some painful experiences. It's a poem that he's writing about his life and some of the things that he went through. And I just want to share a little bit of my life. Before Christ, my life wasn't that easy, just like many of yours. There was violence in my past, sexual abuse, living in poverty, a feeling of hopelessness. I had made decisions throughout my life, like smoking weed, sex out of marriage, partying, clubbing, drinking, all these things that I thought was filling a void, but yet it brought me to hopelessness and misery, depression, feelings and thoughts of suicide. And so, like Jeremiah in verse 1 through 21, before 21, he's kind of talking about that pain, and that's what I had. However, in Jeremiah in verse 21, he says, "This I recall to my mind, therefore I have hope." So in this verse, it's where his mind is changing, and it's because of Jesus Christ. And from then on out, he talks about the fulfillment that God has and the commitment that he has to us, for us through his word. And so, just like Jeremiah, there was a point in my life where my mind changed. It was about 8 years ago when I got saved. And saved, for you that don't know, is believing in Jesus Christ and what he did on the cross, dying for our sin. And if you don't know what sin is the wrongdoing against God. So for instance, sex out of marriage, it's called fornication in the Bible, and that is a sin against God. Yet in our society, we do it as if it is nothing. Something that I did in my past before Christ, freely, and like it was nothing. However, when my mind began to change was when Christ he met me where I was at. And there I found his faithfulness, his commitment to me, and his love. And it's through Jesus Christ that I am a work in progress. I'm not perfect. I still struggle with some things. When I smell weed, for instance, it's like I smell it and I want to go do it. Yet God gives me the strength to not to do it and to continue to fulfill what he has called me to do. And I just want to encourage you that no matter where you are in life, no matter what you're struggling with, God is there. It may not feel like it. You may not know where to turn to, who to talk to, what to do, but that's why we have a Bible. I encourage you to read it. I encourage you to get close to the Lord and what he is trying to tell you. Even through this message, we all have hardships in our life. Sometimes it's the devil, sometimes it's ourselves that keep us from coming to God. But I want to tell you that in Romans 8:39, it says that nothing you can do can separate you from the love of Christ. But it's a decision that you have to make to either follow Christ or deny him. 8 years ago, I made the decision to follow Christ. And it was the best decision I have ever made in my whole entire life. Yes, is there still struggle? Yes, we live in a sinful world. There's still troubles, there's still trials. But because of my faith, now I have hope. It's not misery, it's not depression, but hope. Because I know that what Jesus did over 2,000 years ago is true. And so I pray that you believe and you open your hearts and your minds to what the word says, because it is living truth. I pray that even whatever you're going through right now, that you can see some kind of light. Because in the poem that Jeremiah writes in Lamentations, He talks about walking in darkness. And right now, if you are without Christ, you are walking in darkness. But there is hope and there is light found in Jesus Christ. And if you just open your heart and your mind to it and ask God to show you him, he will answer you. He did for me 8 years ago. And today I feel stronger in him than even when he first met me. He has made himself known to me more and more. And I pray that this is not by an accident that you're watching this, but it's by divine purpose, because something he is trying to tell you. And so that I pray that this word finds you comfort. I pray and you know that you are not alone. There are struggles, but you can get through it. You can walk with Jesus and he will bring you to the other side. I hope this encourages you, and I hope it enlightens you to what the Word of God has to say. I hope to see you in the next video. Continue to pray for me. I am new to this. Forgive me for my mistakes, and I hope that you continue to take this journey with Christ with me. And I thank you for watching. God bless.